You're listening to Mike James Rock Show with Dan and Mike.
This week's show!
Word up!
We are back for another week in the studio.
Yes, before next week's silliness.
We got to go back to Bloodstock.
Yeah.
So our Mixcloud show has been all about Bloodstock hype. This is going to be all about Bloodstock hype. So as usual, we're going to let ourselves start the show on Mixcloud.
Oh yes, we're here.
We are here indeed.
This is our Bloodstock hype show.
Oh, and I am excited.
Yes, I hotly tip this next band to be playing next year.
Ooh.
It is Ginger.
Nice.
With someone's daughter.
So as you can tell, we're a bit excited this week. More on that in a minute.
Bloodstock.
As well as we've got some very exciting stuff to tell you. But first, before the excitement carries me away too much, we are going to do our usual sort of rundown of the show. I'm going to see if I can firstly beat last week and secondly get back underneath 30 seconds. So
The pressure is on, my friend.
Yeah.
The pressure is on. Producer has got the timer ready. Do you want to count down this time? I think you could do better when I count you in, and then you can do whatever you want.
Okay, we'll leave the post countdown this time. You count me in.
From 3, 2, 1, go!
Ginger, Someone's Daughter, Memphis Mayfire, Necessary Evil, Boston Manor, Horses in a Dream, Crash Face, Maniac, Less Than Jake, Walking Pipe Bomb, Beyond Unbroken, Lost Unbroken, Better Lovers, A White Horse Covered in Blood, Mothica, Afterlife, Chubby and the Gang, There's a Devil in the Jukebox, Powerwolf, We Don't Want to Be No Saints, Zebrahead, Pulling Teeth, Bi-Curious, Acrylic Fences, Future Palace, DiCaprio, Emo Bulls, Warriors of Love, Filth is Eternal, Violet, Countless Goodbyes, Come Alive, Oranasi, Pazuzu, Valitus, 156 Silence, What I Need, The Dead Daisies, and I don't know what the track was called.
Nolan.
Yeah, thank you. What time did we get?
36 seconds.
I was going for it as well.
Man.
Okay, that's fine.
Perhaps liquid death. You perhaps need energy drink before instead of liquid death.
Yeah, no, that would be potentially a reason to drink it after many years, if not.
Yeah.
So, and gonna be blasting through this bit because we are very excited about what we can talk about once we've got through this bit. Our featured artwork this week from me is no surprise to anybody that knows my music likes anyway, and my sort of art likes. Memphis Mayfire with Necessary Evil. I love it.
It's nice, man. It's an hourglass, but when it's been tipped over and bits of it smashed.
And it feels like in a post-apocalyptic street.
I like the way we're both looking off camera, but actually it's right here.
I was going to say, we're not currently, once I've done post, actually on camera at this second. It's just the artwork.
Oh, okay, so I could point anywhere.
Yeah.
It's right here. Now I'm going to be right in the corner, aren't I? You're just going to put us
Or just flash it back to you for a quick sec.
Big and small and big and small.
So the other one, which our producer chose because it reminds her of a Buffy the Vampire episode, and it's the 156 Silence one, which is Once I Need, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then which one did you go for?
Zebrahead with pulling teeth because it's got a skull on it. It's missing a tooth like I am.
I mean,
Until I got enough money for my gold tooth, obviously.
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, just like, subscribe, and share.
Let's get Mike his gold tooth. Love that. So by this point, we are back on screen. Obviously, everybody that's watching this already knows it because we've come back on screen. I just want to give a shout out to some other YouTubers who I'm currently representing this week.
Also, Alex, I think that could be Car
YouTube.
Yeah.
So my lad introduced me to Car YouTube, and I've been addicted ever since. Auto Alex is just one of the ones I actually watch these days.
Okay.
But just wanted to give a shout out the fact that your t-shirt is really lovely quality.
It's soft as well. It's not often that I stroke you and go, oh, you're soft.
And on our main show, we love a good tedious link.
Oh, yes, we do.
So we're going to talk about this after we play it from the show, but we've got something big to announce.
It's quite sizable, yes. Well, we also have a track of the week.
We do have a track of the week.
Which, this week, is in association with
EMP.
No way.
EMP have come on board.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd loves it.
I know, right? And so does the album guy. What was that, horny? Oh yeah, EMP rocks.
Oh, so
That'll be the clip, you know that.
Yeah.
That'll be on the end of the clip.
oh, for sure. But no, we are now associated or affiliated, whichever way you want to put it, with EMP for our track of the week.
Yes.
So
and
very exciting.
they have chosen a band that's actually playing on the EMP stage at Bloodstock.
No way.
Wow, it's like some sort of weird synergy.
Yes, it's not like we
weird
did
at
an
all.
EMP Bloodstock show last week.
Oh yeah, which you can find on Mixcloud. Just look for last week's show.
Yep, or on YouTube. Just follow any of the. We do a follow-up show to this show called This Week's Show. Show.
Yeah, it's like an after show, but just on YouTube.
Yeah, somewhere you can check out like artwork and various things like that. So I think that's everything that we do well covered there.
Yeah. Right, let's play this week's track of the week in association with EMP.
We're affiliated with EMP.
Oh yeah.
So happy about this.
Yeah.
Genuinely so happy about this.
Lots to come on that over the next week or so, but yeah, it's big. It's the biggest thing to happen to us this year.
And one of the reasons we're so excited is that we genuinely have bought EMP merch. This is from when we have had like little
Giveaways
for like gigs and stuff like that. When
when we were on FM radio, we used to do giveaways and stuff with the EMP. So welcome back.
Yeah, so happy about this. And more to come. Like, make sure that you're following in the next couple of weeks, because there is genuinely some really exciting stuff for you guys with the fact that we're affiliated.
Yes.
But they've said that we can say yes, we're going forward with it. So we are like now affiliated with EMP.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Also, the reason that we chose Goblin Smoker for the EMP track of the week, because they are on the stage at Bloodstock that EMP has now, that we did a lot of talking about last week.
And the track King Toad, it's just
Fun.
That's it.
Yeah, super good fun.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We know that we will spend a lot of time in press areas with EMP's representative anyway. So we don't. We're hoping on our Bloodstock vlog next week. There's actually going to be a little something with that, because we always have a good amount of fun at Bloodstock and with this person in press areas. So not sure if they want to be featured yet. So we're waiting until we can chat to them. Hence why I'm not actually saying their name or anything like that. Because.
But for us, though, they are always on camera, so I can't see them turning it down. Want to do an on-camera collab? I thought you'd never asked.
Exactly. So but I haven't actually asked at this point of recording, so I don't want to, get it wrong. So yeah, we are just genuinely so excited for this.
Yeah.
And
we're gonna have some fun with this.
Yeah. Because like we say, not the first time that we've worked with EMP for one. So.
It's hard.
I genuinely still have really, really old and decrepit ones in my gym, like the ones I used to wipe off.
Perhaps we can refresh our wristbands for Bloodstock.
Hells yeah! So we've got an affiliation. This is awesome. So that I don't bang on about just saying the same thing over and over, I'm probably going to cut to the news, and I can get professionalism a little bit back. News.
Welcome to the MJRS news from around the internet. I am Michael James.
I'm Devon Dann.
Gojira has seen an increase of over 1 million streams since their performance at the opening of the Paris 2024 Olympics.
Linkin Park announced that they are doing a mashup with the one and the only Eminem.
King Diamond have announced their American tour this fall and winter with support from Overkill.
Roman Reigns, the original Tribal Chief, has returned to the WWE at SummerSlam 2024.
And in movie news, Deadpool and Wolverine seems to be smashing the box office globally.
So that was the news. And,
intriguing.
So we've got quite a lot of Bloodstock stuff that we're going to get through. But, of course, last year, which we're going to show you a little bit of the fun that we had last year, but it reminded Mike of one of your PMH tracks.
Yeah, like if I'm ever feeling down, when friendships break down and things like that, there's always a song that can get you out of it.
Yeah.
For some reason, Always by Killswitch Engage is that song for me.
I genuinely remember how excited we were when it came out the first time. And
Yeah, because we got sent a promo album, didn't we? And we both pretty much WhatsApped each other at the same time, just going like, what was it, like track 7 or whatever it was? Just like, because we didn't quite remember the name, but we were like, that's the standout one.
Because it's on the Return album, Disarm the Descent, isn't it?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, that was Jesse's first album back with Killswitch, because he was also their original vocalist. In case you think there's any drama there, not at all. They've even done like a feature track of both vocalists. Like, look at Killswitch. If you want to see how to handle lineup changes, how to just deal with the world, they've been like genuinely one of my favourite bands. And then getting Jesse back in the band, it was awesome. Dude's got a podcast and an entire Instagram page dedicated
He's getting married this weekend.
Yeah.
Or just been married. Just got married, depending on when you're watching this. But yeah.
But he's got a podcast about mental health with our good friend Stocksy.
Yeah, they did that last year, didn't they?
Yeah,
that
so
was quite cool.
That's another reason that for me, being able to listen to Always and actually know a little bit more what builds his opinions, because the amount he puts online. So if you are struggling with anything and you want to just deep dive into somebody that does a lot of study into it, a lot of research, a lot of talking to different people, Jesse Leach from Killswitch Engage, he's your man.
Oh, 100%.
And
he can just write good lyrics and poetry, so that's why. And it's a killer tune. It should be turned up proper loud as well.
And in the history of the show, he got a Jesse Leach interview when Jesse came across with Times of Grace at like your first download.
Yes, it was.
And we've managed to interview Killswitch so many times since then. We've even, before I managed to get to do what we're about to show you, even interviewed Howard Jones, the other vocalist, before this. And then last year, beautifully, the stars aligned, and me and Jesse Leach finally got on camera together. And we, even in a short festival interview, we got into it about some mental health stuff. So we're going to roll to that and other highlights of the fun we had last year. I hope you don't mind me taking a slightly different direction, but you have been, for those that don't know, cultivating this amazing podcast with Matt Stocks, which is Stoke the Fire.
Yeah.
Now, how did that come about? Because we've followed Life in the Stocks. Matt's actually a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And we watched his sort of entry into talking about mental health and putting it out there. And I know, because I did a failed blog of a similar nature, and I felt the pressure was too much.
Yeah.
How did you find firstly getting into it? Did you find at points you wanted to maybe squirrel away from the pressure of it, or has it been pretty decent at being able to keep up the...
Yeah, I don't squirrel away from it. I think because the podcast is the way that it is, where we do talk about mental health, addiction, et cetera, our audience is select.
Yeah.
So this isn't a podcast that's out there getting millions of follows, or, we're not making money off it. It's not a popular thing, but it's important. So I do it with Matt. We both, and we might take a break for a while and we come back, and the moment we come back, we realize how important those conversations are and how we need to carry on, because not a lot of people are willing to go as deep as we do.
Yeah.
And for me, it's honestly it feels like a calling. It feels like something that I have to do. Like, I wake up in the middle of the night thinking with anxiety about there's somebody out there that could use somebody, you know, just to know that you're not alone in this world, and that we're all a little broken and screwed up. And that's why I keep doing it. So yeah, Stoke the Fire. It's a small little podcast. We've had some great interviews on it, and it'll carry on in one fashion or another. And Matt is actually going to be here. He might actually already be here. We're going to be hanging out tonight. He's actually going to be snapping photos of our set tonight.
Nice.
And I just get to hang out with my buddy.
You absolutely tore it apart on stage earlier.
Thank you very much.
You personally and the rest of the band.
Of course.
How was it for you? It's the first time here, wasn't it?
First time at Bloodstock, for sure. It was incredible. The UK is great. We have a pretty strong following here, but today is something different,
It was absolute carnage. As soon as you came on stage, people were bouncing, there was crowd surfing, the sun came out.
Yeah,
it was
a perfect culmination of all the things that you want to happen at a place like this.
Yeah.
But also, I think sometimes like the sheer quantity of great music that's out there, and you just drop an album, it can get like just lost in the ether.
That really is the case.
So like if you're just kind of dropping maybe a single every 1 or 2 months, you know, I think you can like just kind of penetrate that, and it's like, oh, that label dropped a single. Oh, didn't they just drop a single 2 months ago? So it kind of piques interest just a little bit more.
I mean, it works for Falling in Reverse, and I know that if there's 2 bands that are similar, it's Dead Label and Falling in Reverse.
Yeah, I know. Ronnie Radke said the same thing.
Yeah,
he was like, the last album that they dropped, you know, I'm not speaking out of turn because I read this in an interview. He said that it wasn't received as well as it should have been.
Yep.
And like now, like they're one of the top streamed bands for all the recent singles that they've released.
Yeah, they've only done like 5
working
singles.
For them, you know. So like the proof is in the pudding. It does work that way as well, you know. So you gotta try things. You gotta figure out what works for you.
Exactly.
You know?
How was the set today? I heard that I think it was your bass player got stuck in a mosh pit or circle pit.
Yeah, I won't show up about it, and I'm gonna say it, but there was a Macarena pit. And I was very, very happy with that. Well, before we played, we were like, right, so we'll do this for the Wall of Death, we'll do this for a circle pit, and we just didn't anticipate a Macarena pit. But you know, it was brilliant. It was amazing.
And well, you guys opened up today, didn't you?
Yeah, you know.
Not just in interviews, but also the stage.
It was mad. Yeah. It was like it only clicked when we were sat down having a quick bite to eat about 15 minutes ago. Like that happened, right? That was a real thing.
And reports were that you had a bigger crowd than Killswitch.
Damn, I don't know how true that is.
I'm just going to pretend it's true.
I'm willing to believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm up for that. Yeah. Sounds great. We definitely did.
And it works as well because they have 2 gingers, but you only have 1, so you guys are more powerful.
There is only one. There is only one.
And none of those had sort of whatever's going on up top there.
No new metal haircuts there.
What? You want me to say something? Looks good though, right? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love that.
I'm surprised you're not comparing that to my head right now. Yeah. Right?
I line you up for these things, you know that?
Yeah.
Aww.
I throw the ball.
I mean, the microphone is a better vocalist, I'm just saying.
Oh, damn.
Cheers.
How does it feel to be part of a band that's been going for 3 decades now?
Old.
You started off, this was just stubble.
Bad knees, bad ankles, bad back, bad neck, sore throat every day, headache. I can continue.
But still kicking ass on stage, right?
Absolutely. You don't feel any pain on stage.
So we don't have a challenge this week. We have something more Bloodstock themed that our manager / producer has put together for us.
I like this though. It means I don't have to, you know,
Nearly
be
die.
defibrillated or something.
I think she might be trying not to get fired this week. So that is what we are dealing with. So what we actually have is a vault of everything that we've done Rock Show for like 15 years. The reason I say 15 is the first couple of years, there was just barely any photos.
That's in a deep vault.
Yeah. And we've got some absolute stunning stuff. Now, our manager has not been with us, obviously, for 15 years. So we set her the challenge of finding stuff related to Bloodstock and like things to pick out. And it actually turned into a whole big thing that we're going to do now where we're going to go through the stuff.
She wants answers of what's happened, I guess.
Yes, so they're going to come up in order as we watch them here. And right, so here we go, challenge time.
Yeah, let's do this then.
All right, first one. Oh, that is so old.
That's just Cambion, local band that won Metal to the Masses.
Not only that, but Cambion did an intro for our show for like a couple of years, wasn't it?
Yeah, their music was used for that.
And a very, very different hairstyle from Mr. Mike there as well.
I have hair to style.
You did have hair to style. This is great. I don't even know who this is.
No idea.
Like, genuinely no idea who this is. We took a photo because we both had massive hair. This is the only... and we just keep everything because there's so much silly fun.
Or is that Vessel from Sleep Token?
It could be.
You never know.
Or the unknown frontman of Black Gold. You never know.
Don't know who these losers are.
I do remember the rose-tinted ones that I would wear to soften the day.
Yes.
Oh, and I got a lip piercing and everything. But that was the beard that unfortunately, too many guys just wanted to get too friendly with the beard.
People getting in my face. It's not good. Cool hat though.
Yeah, no, that was an awesome. That was your New Devon Army one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy. A travel picture from back in the day. I can't tell if that's on the way or the way back, because it's a bit darker. And I look shattered, so probably the way back.
Yeah, who knows?
Fantastic.
Oh, the original cowboy hat.
And the original hoodie as well. That's our old merch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But I do like that cowboy hat.
The cowboy hats are good on you.
I know.
Oh, wow. So that's not actually from Bloodstock.
That's not.
No, we'll skip that one. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, we'll skip that one as well. I think we can't talk about that one.
Yeah, no, there's a
an embargo.
A non-disclosure agreement on that one.
A fatwa.
And this was these guys. They did a couple of years of Bloodstock, and they were just incredible. Like, do you remember how hot it was when they were wearing that?
Yeah, it's a rubber outfit as well, isn't it, for the Alien?
And of course, Aliens, fantastic franchise.
And Predator.
Yeah, just what legends. Well, I wonder who we're going to... We might actually put, if we can find anybody in the vlog next week. Oh, dear Lord.
The vanity of Devon Dann.
Oh.
Ice pack for the eyes.
Like,
so they don't look too whacked in the morning to be on camera.
I think also, like somebody said, it kind of has a Deadpool vibe to it. And I think I believed them at the time. And now looking at that, there is very little Deadpool vibe to it, and I apologise.
No Deadpool at all. Green Lantern, maybe.
You're right. Okay.
That's another one not from Bloodstock.
Fantastic. This is not our manager's fault, by the way. I'm not actually going to fire her over this. She might even survive this show. This is my fault from when I tried to file the early years of the show. And this is so bad because that's a band member that's now on screen with me making this. I don't even know what that face is. I don't know what band he's from. Flotsam and Jetsam. It's on the title. I label things. Fantastic. Though this a little bit more Jesse Leach history of the show of me being a massive nerd. That's a T-shirt that he designed to raise money for cancer support. And he jumped a fence at Download one year out of the bar to come give me a hug and say thank you for buying it. So unfortunately, I may have slightly thickened since that T-shirt buy, and I don't fit in it anymore. Thanks for... Really?
Grumpy Selfie. So you've named it that.
I have actually named that Grumpy Selfie. That's what Mike has to deal with before...
Free festival.
Before interviews start, when I realise the amount of work I have to do. And that was such a fun interview as well.
It was.
And
Mexican gang band.
Yeah. Loving your look in this one as well.
That's a cracking hat.
You look fine.
Mate, I'm looking skinny with my ribs on show.
Oh, that is brilliant.
My beard's all one colour.
That is fantastic. Right, so what do we got next? Okay, so...
You're the Antichrist.
And I am wearing a very old local band top in this one that does say I am the Antichrist. And then
There's a guy that looks like a young version of Meatloaf.
Well, do you remember who he is? Because you also...
No, I've got a photo with him as well. He's another long-haired rocker.
That is actually Mitch from The Voice of that year. So he competed in The Voice. Fantastic singer.
The swingy chair thing.
Yeah. And...
I'll pick you.
But he didn't win, but it gave him...
He didn't win after all that?
I don't think so. Sorry, Mitch, if you did.
Kind of TV programs, do they?
But yep, so that was Mitch from The Voice, just one year randomly at Bloodstock.
Oh, Seething Akira.
Oh, we look very different. There's a lot more hair.
Everyone looks very young.
Yeah, that is a long time ago. Again, if you've been a fan of the show, you're going to know that we absolutely love Seething Akira. We've watched them since they were like playing to 20 people in a 200 cap venue to absolutely smashing it. And now their trajectory, they're like the next generation of Skindred, in my opinion.
I like that.
Yeah. And Also, I think it was last year that we also did the roast of Seething Akira, possibly the year before. So yeah, make sure you scroll back on the YouTube channel because I do nothing but eviscerate them, which is fantastic.
That's why it's the roast of Seething Akira.
Yeah. Oh.
I was hoping that reaction would come from that picture.
Oh, man swoon. Jacob from the 100 in his peach outfit and his Hawaiian shirt. He could do the news with us.
Yeah, and if you watched our download ideal sort of lineup show, that they were on at least mine. I think. Did you have 100 as well, or did you? No, you kept yours contemporary.
Yeah.
But
contemporary. There were some bands I put together.
There are I miss them so much, but they're doing so well for themselves in their private lives at the moment that I kind of feel bad saying that they should come back and play for us.
Well, Dan getting some meat in his face.
Yeah, that is. I do believe I may have had a little bit of a rough night tonight. Well, rough morning, great night, rough morning.
Original merch though, mate.
Original merch. I'm wearing my watch, which I played a competition with myself to see how long it would take for the watch strap to fall apart. I don't know why. And that was the year with the white-rimmed aviators. I do believe...
But they look, if you zoom in on just the aviators and the burger, you could make that look three-dimensional.
I mean, you can...
I was on about getting the hot dog in your glasses.
I mean, you can see you in that photo if we do that. But yeah, that classic start to... I mean, I still do it now. I'm going to have a breakfast baguette at Bloodstock this year, and I might even recreate that photo. But there's a very funny story of that weekend where I got shouted at by a band because they didn't quite get my humour. So I was doing my normal type of weird introductions, and then the band, well, at least one member didn't find it very funny, but I don't think they've been a band for about 10 years, so...
they went far.
Yeah, and I do believe the next one is a video file. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, are you...
But look, I've got a corn top on there and I've got a corn top on here.
Oh, that was brilliant.
True to it, I am a corn fan, have been for years.
One more time just for funsies.
No.
Look at the old you say original merch. That's the original merch. I wore that t-shirt so much it turned into a vest, and then I wore that so much it fell apart.
I wonder what happened to that corn shirt. I probably donated it. Well, that's about as exciting as we're getting right now, actually, for Bloodstock. So
yeah,
perfect way to end that little segment.
And I pretty much end the show as well. Make sure that you tune in next week because it's our backstage show, and we have so much fun at Bloodstock, as you can probably tell from some of the weird photos. And we're going to try and do a little bit of what we did at 2000 Trees and try and give you guys a bit more of a walk around, a bit more what's great about Bloodstock. So yeah, make sure that you tune into next week's show.
And if it's a hot one like last year, stay hydrated. Drink liquid death or water. Just stay hydrated.
Yeah, and get out of the shade get out of the sun and into the shade for a bit.
Yes.
Anyway,
look after each other.
I think that's what we've been doing for the last 15 years.
Trying to.
Toodles!
Cheers then.